The book of Genesis tells a captivating story, one that has intrigued humanity for millennia. It is a tale that speaks to the very essence of human nature, ambition, and the divine. Humanity, united after the Great Flood, embarks on an ambitious project. This project was not just any ordinary construction, it was a monumental endeavor that required the collective effort and ingenuity of the entire community. They begin to build a tower so high it would reach the heavens. This tower, known as the Tower of Babel, was envisioned as a gateway to the divine, a bridge between the earthly and the celestial realms. This tower, built on the plains of Shinar, was more than just a building. It was a testament to human ingenuity and determination, a symbol of what could be achieved when people worked together towards a common goal. It was a symbol of human ambition, a desire to reach the divine. The people of Shinar believed that by building this tower, they could make a name for themselves and avoid being scattered across the earth. God, observing this audacious endeavor, saw the potential for arrogance and pride. He recognized that this unified effort, while impressive, could lead to a dangerous overestimation of human capabilities and a neglect of divine authority. Concerned by their unified efforts, he decides to scatter the people. This decision was not just about halting the construction of the tower, but about preventing humanity from becoming too self-reliant and forgetting their dependence on the divine. He disrupts their language, creating a confusion of tongues. This sudden inability to communicate effectively with one another led to misunderstandings, conflicts, and ultimately, the abandonment of their grand project. Unable to understand each other, their grand project falls into disarray. The once bustling construction site became a place of chaos and frustration, as workers could no longer coordinate their efforts. The Tower of Babel, never completed, becomes a cautionary tale. It serves as a reminder of the limits of human ambition and the consequences of overreaching. It speaks to the dangers of unchecked ambition and the importance of communication. The story highlights the need for humility and the recognition that some goals may be beyond human reach. But is this story merely a myth, or does it hold roots in actual historical events? This question has sparked debates and discussions among scholars for centuries. This question has fascinated theologians, historians, and archaeologists for centuries. The search for evidence of the Tower of Babel has led to numerous excavations and studies in the region of ancient Mesopotamia. The answer, as with many ancient stories, likely lies somewhere between myth and reality. While the exact details of the story may be embellished or symbolic, there may be a kernel of historical truth at its core. To unravel this mystery, we must journey back to ancient Mesopotamia, the land where the Tower of Babel was said to have stood. Here, among the ruins and relics of a bygone era, we may find clues that shed light on this enigmatic tale. Mesopotamia, the land between the rivers, was a cradle of civilization. This ancient region, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, is often referred to as the birthplace of human society. It was here that some of the earliest forms of urban life began to take shape, laying the groundwork for future civilizations. Located in present-day Iraq, Mesopotamia was home to a succession of influential cultures, including the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. Each of these civilizations contributed uniquely to the rich tapestry of Mesopotamian history, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate historians and archaeologists alike. These civilizations flourished along the fertile banks of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. The rivers provided not only water for irrigation, but also a means of transportation and trade, which were crucial for the development of these early societies. The abundance of resources in this region allowed for the growth of agriculture, leading to the establishment of permanent settlements and the rise of complex societies. They built magnificent cities, developed writing systems, and made groundbreaking advances in mathematics and astronomy. The invention of cuneiform writing by the Sumerians marked a significant milestone in human history, enabling the recording of transactions, laws, and stories. Mesopotamian scholars also made significant contributions to mathematics, including the development of a base 60 number system, which is still used today in measuring time and angles. A prominent feature of Mesopotamian cities was the ziggurat. These towering structures were not just architectural marvels, but also served as the focal points of religious and civic life. Each city had its own ziggurat, dedicated to the patron deity of that city, symbolizing the divine protection and favor bestowed upon the inhabitants. These massive stepped pyramids served as temples and religious centers. The ziggurats were constructed using mud bricks, with each successive layer built smaller than the one below, creating a stepped appearance. At the top of the ziggurat was a shrine, believed to be the dwelling place of the god to whom the ziggurat was dedicated. Priests would perform rituals and offer sacrifices here, seeking the favor and guidance of the gods. Ziggurats were believed to be earthly representations of the cosmic mountain, connecting the heavens and the earth. This concept of a sacred mountain is a recurring theme in many ancient cultures, symbolizing the axis mundi, or the center of the world, where the divine and mortal realms intersect. The ziggurat's imposing height and grandeur were meant to inspire awe and reverence, reminding the people of their place in the cosmos. Their towering presence dominated the landscape, much like the Tower of Babel is described in the Bible. The ziggurats were not only religious centers, but also served as administrative hubs, where priests and officials managed the affairs of the city. The construction of these monumental structures required a high degree of organization and resources, reflecting the advanced state of Mesopotamian society. The most famous ziggurat was Etemenanki, dedicated to the Babylonian god Marduk. Located in the city of Babylon, Etemenanki was a symbol of the city's power and religious devotion. Its name, meaning House of the Foundation of Heaven and Earth, reflects its intended role as a bridge between the divine and mortal worlds. Its sheer size and grandeur made it a legend in the ancient world. Standing at an estimated height of 91 meters, Etemenanki was one of the tallest structures of its time. Its construction required immense labor and resources, showcasing the engineering prowess and organizational capabilities of the Babylonians. The ziggurat's imposing presence served as a constant reminder of the city's religious and political power. Some scholars believe that Etemenanki, with its stories of ambitious rulers and divine connections, may have inspired the biblical tale of the Tower of Babel. This story, found in the book of Genesis, describes humanity's attempt to build a tower reaching the heavens, leading to the confusion of languages and the scattering of people across the earth. The parallels between Etemenanki and the Tower of Babel highlight the enduring influence of Mesopotamian culture on later civilizations and religious traditions. The story of the Tower of Babel is rich in symbolism. It is a tale that has been passed down through generations, capturing the imagination of countless people. The narrative, found in the book of Genesis, tells of a time when humanity spoke a single language and sought to build a tower that would reach the heavens. This story is not just a historical account, but a profound allegory that delves into the complexities of human nature and our relationship with the divine. It explores themes of human ambition, divine power, the nature of language, and the consequences of pride. The ambition to build a tower that could touch the sky reflects humanity's innate desire to achieve greatness, to push boundaries, and to leave a lasting legacy. This ambition, while admirable, also carries the risk of overreaching, of striving for something beyond our grasp. On one level, the tower represents humanity's desire to reach for the heavens, to achieve greatness through collective effort. The construction of the tower symbolizes the power of unity and collaboration. When people come together with a common goal, they can achieve remarkable feats. However, this unity can also lead to a collective arrogance, a belief that there are no limits to what we can accomplish. However, it also embodies the potential for arrogance, the hubris of believing we can become like gods. This hubris is a recurring theme in many myths and legends, serving as a cautionary tale about the dangers of overestimating our abilities. The story of the Tower of Babel reminds us that while ambition can drive progress, it can also lead to our downfall if not tempered with humility. God's scattering of the people and their languages can be interpreted in various ways. Some view it as a divine punishment, a way to humble humanity and remind us of our place in the grand scheme of things. Others see it as a necessary intervention to prevent humanity from becoming too powerful too quickly. By confusing their language and scattering them across the earth, God ensured that no single group could dominate or impose their will on others. Some see it as a punishment for their pride, a reminder of the limits of human ambition. This interpretation emphasizes the moral lesson that pride comes before a fall. It serves as a warning that when we become too confident in our abilities, we risk losing sight of our limitations and the need for humility. Others interpret it as a necessary act to prevent humanity from becoming too powerful too quickly. This perspective highlights the idea that diversity and dispersion are essential for the growth and development of human civilization. By spreading out and developing different languages and cultures, humanity was able to explore a wider range of ideas and innovations. The confusion of languages can be seen as a metaphor for the diversity of human cultures and the challenges of communication. While it may seem like a barrier, this diversity is also a source of strength. Different languages and cultures bring unique perspectives and ideas, enriching our collective experience and fostering creativity and innovation. The Tower of Babel story, regardless of its historical veracity, offers profound lessons about human nature. It teaches us about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the importance of humility. It also underscores the value of diversity and the need for effective communication in achieving common goals. It reminds us that pride can lead to downfall, that communication is essential for cooperation, and that diversity, though challenging, is also a source of richness and resilience. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, these lessons are more relevant than ever. By embracing our differences and working together, we can build a future that is not only ambitious, but also inclusive and sustainable. Archaeologists have unearthed remnants of numerous ziggurats throughout Mesopotamia. These discoveries provide valuable insights into the architectural prowess and religious beliefs of these ancient civilizations. However, finding definitive proof of a structure directly linked to the Tower of Babel remains elusive. Some scholars point to the ruins of Etemenanke in Babylon as a possible candidate. This massive ziggurat, though in ruins, still inspires awe with its scale and ambition. Texts from the Neo-Babylonian period describe Etemenanke as a house of the foundation of heaven and earth, echoing the biblical description of the Tower of Babel. While intriguing, the connection between Etemenanke and the Tower of Babel remains speculative. The biblical story, likely written centuries after the construction of Etemenanke, could be a reimagining of earlier Mesopotamian narratives about ambitious rulers and their monumental building projects.